Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode with Hello Good Game, where we are looking at all things Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we are looking at a top ranked deck. We'll pull it up here actually on the website. One second. Here we go. So this was the Grand Prix Kansas City 2019. And I'm going to try to go through these this week. I've been pretty busy, so I've not had a lot of time to sit down and build a deck. Luckily for me, the best players in the world are doing that every single day. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about it and maybe how to play it efficiently. So again, for all your top decks, you can just go MTG top 8, click on standard, and then you'll see the tournaments. You can pick which tournament you want to play. Import that bad boy. Here we go. So when we break down the deck, it's called Esper Hero. I should get the gentleman's name who won the tournament. Ben Friedman. Congratulations on your win, Ben Friedman. You're a beast. Looking at Ben's deck, though, we have 4 Hero of Precinct One. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. So that's super powerful with the multicolored deck here, because everything except for Liliana the Dreadhorde and Narset is multicolored. We also have a single Search for Azcanta, a single Elderspell, a single Despark, 4 Thought Erasers, of course, and 3 Tyrant Scorns. We knew we'd be seeing more of that. 3 Narset Parter of Veils. This is locking down your opponent's draw, so you can't draw more than 1 card per turn. And then the -2 is look at the top 4 cards of your library, and you may reveal a non-creature, non-land card, so instant or sorcery, and put that into your hand, and the rest go onto the bottom of your library in any order. Teferi Time Raveler times 4. Each opponent can only cast spells anytime they can cast a sorcery, so no instances. And then his +1 is you can cast sorceries as if they were instances, and then the -3 is return target non-land permanent to owner's hand and draw a card. Moving on, 3 Oaths of Kaya. This is like a buffed lightning bolt that doesn't go away. It's dealing 3 damage to a target, and you're gaining 3 life. And then whenever an opponent attacks a Planeswalker you control with 1 or more creature, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player, and you gain 2 life. So huge separation away from the red decks there if they're trying to attack your Planeswalkers. Basilica, can't pronounce that very well. Bellhaunt. When Basilica Bellhaunt enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card, and you gain 3 life. So just a little bit more separation, but now within your hands and within your life. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. This guy is just broken. He needs to leave the game ASAP. Draw a card at the beginning of your next step. Untap 2 lands for his +1. His -3 is put target non-land permanent onto its owner's library, 3rd from the top, which really just stuns your opponent out. You get an emblem for -8. Whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent and opponent controls, so you just eat away his lands. Moving on to our 6 drops, we have a single Command the Dreadhorde. Let's just bring everything else we want back from the battlefield, because we should have enough life from everything else to sacrifice a couple of them. And then we, of course, have Liliana, the Dreadhorde General. Another broken draw engine. Whenever a creature whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. +1 is create a 2/2 zombie creature, and -4 is each player sacrifices 2 creatures, and -9 each opponent chooses 1 permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. We have a ton of multicolored lands. It's almost a necessity in this deck. We're not playing best of 3, simply because we're not that good yet. Yeah, moving on. Let's see what we can do with it in ranked. It should be pretty aggressive. Biosmash was a lot of fun yesterday. We only lost once. And I've personally just been playing the War of the Spark events, I guess. I finished part 2 last night. Oh, actually, no, early this morning, actually. And I'm 3 wins into part 3 now. Really looking forward to getting Soren. He's an absolute beast. I can't wait to have him looking hot. So we have our big Teferi. We have 2 little Teferis and a Narset. He could do a Planeswalker here, I believe. It's a non-land, non-creature, so I'd be getting rid of Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Wrong card, friend. Unless he has multiples. We have no... Oh, we did have a swamp. I didn't see that. Uh-oh. The freebooter is going to grab our big Teferi, which might be a mistake. Oh, our second little Teferi goes. We'll enter tapped here, and our friend Iskapar is just eating up our hand. So much so that we cannot allow it. Attack for 1, pull out a second big boy Teferi, which is amazing. It's a bummer, but we can't just let him keep eating our hands. We could probably do a -2 here. And I think I will take a destroy to get my freebooter back. So we'll take Tyrant Scorn here. And then I'll receive 1 Teferi Timer Raveler back. Our opponent is on par, discarding another card here. Most likely, yeah. Get rid of a Teferi, which is nice. And receiving 2 damage to our Narset. We should have went in with our Watery Grave, but we'll pay the life for it. Next turn, we will kill his freebooter. Take back our Teferi. Losing our Narset this turn. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent discards a card. Wow, so 2 discards coming out. I guess we'll get rid of the big Teferi. And yeah, here we will have to get rid of our Watery Grave, unfortunately. Just in order to play anything. Pulling a land, dropping our Teferi. Just going up 1 this turn. Get a little bit of separation from his rat, so we can do his -3 and not die. That's a good game. So we just got like whooped out. Woof, woof. We're looking for a removal here. I have a double draw at least. Taking quite a bit of damage. That is just garbage. Putting Spawn Mayhem back to his hand. Drawing a card, another land. I don't even know what we're doing with our time. Absolute madness. Woof! That did not work. I had a buddy swearing by this deck the other day. He's like, this is so much better than Super Friends. We'll see, though. I'm sure it was just a bad start due to the draw. This draw is no better. I love Thought Erasure, but I'm not going to risk it on pulling an island, right? That's ludicrous. This is a pretty aggressive land draw, but that could go down to the bottom. And, oh my goodness. We'll start with our Watery Grave. It could come in tapped. Next turn we'll do a Godless Shrine, and then we can go from there. We're going to stutter this round. So lots of times what I've been liking to do lately is I won't play my hands as I can to stay on curve. I almost hold it back a little bit. Because I know he has a removal, right? And I don't want to just be in that constant I play, you remove, I play, you remove, right? Like I have to bait him into using his mana, at which point I can double cast because I've been waiting. I mean, I'm going to chop off the Bellhaunt, I think, to be honest. I could have done Oath of Kaya, but that's fine. We will destroy his Planeswalker here. And that way we may not have to discard, hopefully, right? And if we do, it's probably going to be our secondary Oath of Kaya, if it's our choice anyways. Drill Bit. They choose a non-land card. Nice. Hero of the Precinct One would have been my play. We can enter tapped here and go from there. Yeah, that's it. Looking at our deck, we have an 8% chance to draw a Teferi, which we can now play, so it's not looking so bad in this department, but our opponent has a thick hand, so we've got some battling to do here. I mean, this does nothing this turn. And I do pull a Teferi, which is ideal at this point, to be honest. We'll do the -3 on his enchantments just to waste his mana again. We're getting our draw in and our land. I was looking to try to return our Teferi back to our hand. That would have been pretty cool. No dice there though. Pulling this down a little bit. It's a little bit of a bigger deck than yesterday. Dead Perfume, you smell great. Spark Harvest, interesting. So I'm going to pop that back to my hand. Just so it's not destroyed. We get another token for it. And his card's worth nothing. I really want to play Teferi. I almost have to. Going with his plus ability for a draw. Another Oath of Kaya. All attacking. And our 2 lands. So we're set up a little bit better now. If he's going to attack our Planeswalkers with creatures, it's less than ideal. Getting rid of one of my Oaths of Kaya, which is fine. Playing my hero now. And now playing my Bellhaunt for a discard and a token. Plus life. That's great value. That's a triple trigger. Going with our plus here, of course, and again with our plus ability here to draw and untap our land. Pull the second Teferi. We're attacking with everyone. And we take our 2 lands. Thought Erasure, most likely coming up next, if not a land. We could be victim to an Elderspell, yeah, just like I was thinking. Probably not too many of those in his deck, though, and we have a backup Teferi, which he doesn't see, so we're in a good position. If he would have only known that we hold a Teferi, yeah. So, continuing to plus our lives away for this magical draw engine. No matter what we get for a draw, it is good because it gets us through our deck quicker. And if we don't get something good, we're closer to getting something that we do want. Very nice. Unfortunately, not able to affect me. I think our opponent rage quit. What's going on here? You guys see this? That's fine. So we go profile, and we should have won one. And there is our win. So, like I've been complaining about in the past, that's not a lag switch. They're not disconnecting. No shenanigans. Wizards is on point. They are just conceding, and then there's a server issue. And then it's showing up as a disconnect, but you're still getting that win on the back end. So, do not fret, my friends. Keeping 7. We like to see Thought Erasure. Obviously, I have to open up with my Watery Grave tapped. And then our second turn, depending on what we see, we're going to pay life here to Thought Erase. And this is aggressive. Taking the Planeswalker, throwing the land out. So the Ajani can take his Butcher back from the grave, which is very aggressive, and we cannot have that. So we want to keep playing tapped, sorry. And now we're destroying this. He's dealing 2 damage. And now he has 3 removes, right? 2 of which are for Planeswalkers. 1 for a creature, so not in a good position. Especially since he played a secondary Swamp here. Getting with the Thought Erase. See what these other 2 cards are. Their lands, getting rid of a devil. My land goes to the bottom, of course. Paying life. So Tessa Karlov will trigger things an additional time. I'm just going to go in for the draw and make him waste his mana, because he's gonna bedevil my Time Raveler. I'm assuming we're still trying to hold on to my hero of Precinct One. Seeing the Tessa come out again. Doing our plus here. Yeah, we're in a bad spot because he's just going to kill it anyways. And he's going to mortify our hero, which is unfortunate. We're going to double cast. It is an instant, but nonetheless, I don't think we have much of a choice. Keeping this, and now do I return my hero to my hand? I think maybe. I don't want to lose it, but I'm going to. I've got to get that out of his hand, though. There's no point just like letting him drag me along. We're seeing a mortify here, definitely. Oh, we get the bedevil out of the way. That's good. And the mortify is gone as well. So let's open up easy and try to bait his last one out with this Teferi. Submit 0 for our draw. It's a land, always a land. Getting our hit in. %, to draw our Bellhaunt. He's in with his Tessa. plus here. I'm worried about his hand, but we're going to go for it anyways. Doing our plus ability just for the draw. Big money, big money. We get it. Throwing our Narset out, and we get a little bit more draw. Oath of Kaya is what we're looking for. No attacks. Untapping some lands. Pisces Giraffe has 3 cards in his hand. Down to 2. Used a Mortify on my token creature. Puts out a secondary Butcher. And goes into my Teferi for 3. So first we have to plus our Teferi, so it doesn't kill it when it dies. Okay. Obviously our hero will come out. Let's plus these as well so we can't kill them. Pop our Oath of Kaya now. And we will kill his Butcher. Butcher dealing 2 damage to something. Hitting my Teferi. End turn. Getting our 2 lands here. We will sacrifice whatever we have to keep Teferi alive here. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Any target. So he's killing that anyways. Shoot. Oh, no, that's fine. Totally fine, bro. Getting our draw in here. Elderspell does not help us, really. Grabbing it. Another token. We can double hero, which is actually pretty ideal, and we will Oath of Kaya his Judith. Keeping our new one. And smacking Judith, which really helps us here. Yeah, he could kill our Narset. Interesting. I think that's only one, isn't it? Oh, wow. So killing our Teferis. Or our other 2 Planeswalkers to keep our Teferi alive. This is good. We're still in the game here. Right? So we go 1 here, obviously. He's going to get 1 flyer, which is unfortunate. And then we're just doing 1 here as well. Just holding on. Oh, Kaya makes him, or Teza makes him trigger twice. Grabbing a card, hope it's good. Always seems to be a land. Search for Azcanta. And our land. No attacks, which is unfortunate. Kind of got outvalued here. Oath of Kaya might be what saves us, right? Dealing 2 damage a turn, gaining 2 life. These gentlemen have lifelink though, so that's really, really bad. Vigilance and Death Touch for Seraph the Scales. goodness, that goes to the graveyard. We can transform that. Get our final plus in here, because we can't block a flyer unless we get a destroy. I can't even handle it. So much land. We can cast that next turn, no attacks. End turn, kind of puts him in a rough position where he has to really attack me, I think. He's definitely in a bad position. Drawing our card here. Not much. The Bell Hunt could have been pretty cool. Our flyer got Vigilance. One, 3, 7, 8, 9. The secondary hero is not worth losing. Nice. That allows us to keep our Teferi. Enters tapped. We can play our Thought Erasure, see what he's got. Grab some tokens for it. So even if it's a land, we're making out okay. Oh! Done. Keep that there, and we'll actually draw our Tyrant Scorn. And we will activate our search for Azcanta. It's digging in really deep here. Pulling out a Teferi, which we don't need. Turning a Seraph to his hand, so he's not dying, no afterlife trigger. And we're stacking tokens still. So that's pretty nice. No attacks. And we want our search for Azcanta untapped. Seeing the scales re-enter. We will search our Azcanta now. Oops. View battlefield. View browser. We're taking a Despark, please. And we will cast our Despark here. It's exile. Ooh. We want to get rid of the Seraph. More tokens. We've eliminated the flyer. Yeah, it also had some nasty afterlife for it. Sitting pretty. Our Teferi is continuing to climb. Teferi goes to 6. Draw. That's disgusting. I'll take Liliana. I will play Liliana. Play my land. It can come in tapped. I'm going to create a 2/2. No attacks. Untap some lands. He did make the mistake of leaving my Teferi alive. Unlimited draw, basically. Two on my turn, one on his turn situation, right? Just continuing to attack me directly. Almost there. Getting a draw in. Getting another zombie in. Getting another Planeswalker in. I'll do another Oath of Kaya on his Cruel Celebrants. I don't want that around. Searching my Azcanta now. Taking the Time Raveler. 18 cards left in my deck. We should be okay here. We have literally enough damage to do anything we want. Getting rid of one of these flyers. Grabbing another land, I guess. Yeah, this is brutal. No attacks. Untapping some lands. We're just going to have him quit the game. Hitting my Teferi now. Let me move this out of the way. I don't need to search for Azcanta anymore. I have so much stuff. I think it's all face up too. Playing the land. Enters tapped. Liliana goes to 9. Teferi goes up. Second fairy goes up. I'm not sure why he's still playing. But we'll give him whatever he wants. We'll take a Thought Erasure. And I don't even know. I guess, well, no attacks. We'll be total pacifists this round. I don't think we've attacked him yet. So this is a true pacifism win. He's way too much damage to do. 14 cards in my library. Yep. Attacking my Liliana now. Teferi goes to 8. Liliana goes to 9. Tyrant Scorn will turn the flyer to the hand. 2 more tokens. Play my land. At a certain point, why not play it, right? We don't get a discard though. That's that. Woof! Super duper aggressive. Also really, really long matches. That's kind of what you get though for such a high win rate. You gotta put in a lot of time. I believe this is the gentleman we just played. I'm not totally positive, but I'm pretty damn sure. He's playing a red deck this time, it would appear. He's switched up. A little bit upset about last time. Red-blue. This is obviously his ranked deck. He's tried other decks before, but now he's like, hey, I'm tired of losing, playing my good deck. No plays yet. We do have 2 Bell Haunts, which is going to be great against him. 3. What are the chances here? I'm going to hold on to that Narset for a second. I'd like him to hit my health instead, just for that little bit like we talked about before. I'm not sure why my turn's not passing. Oh, our friend has a spell to play for 1. What a surprise. To 4 mana, quite nicely. Charted Course, very nice. And he gets a Scry, goes to the bottom. Pulls his 2 cards. Really nice combo there with Charted Course and Burning Prophet. We're hoping to see another drop here. We don't. At this point, we will continue to spread the gap with our Bell Haunts. 3 in a row, 3 discards, 9 lives. You can't beat that. I feel bad for the guy. It's our rank he's ruining. So he sacrificed a Radical Idea. He's got another land, 4 cards left. Into a Lava Coil, which is pretty good, I'll admit. It lets him attack me, which is irrelevant because we have so much life gain. A secondary Radical Idea, which he's not really going to get to use because he's not going to have the cards to discard. Plays a Shock down to 2 cards, getting a big hit in. And the Phoenix comes out. Very nice. I didn't realize he had the Phoenix. So we will take another hit, grab some life, do the discard, at which point we should be able to get in with our Oath of Kaya, which should win us the game when he's attacking us directly. But first I want to eat his hand through, get rid of that. Only 1 blue, which I don't think is doing him any favors. Weather in Canada is extremely cold right now. It's like 5 degrees this morning, and it's our warmest month of the year almost. Goodness gracious. Arclight Phoenix is just so powerful, especially against removal decks. I would like to exile it, but we'll see. Now he's debating between a Radical Idea and a Skewer the Critics, I'm sure. Interesting. Very nice. He's going for 2 draws here. And opts is a scry and a draw, and then his Chart of Course. Losing out on the attack damage, I believe, though, because he went afterwards. Would have been cool if he went first. He's still drawing, which is very, very good for him. However, I'm still here with more discards. Just trying to grab some of that life back, right? We will attack for 3 this time. Getting a little bit of life gone. We're able to Oath of Kaya next turn. And I believe I'm going to do his Burning Prophet. It's pretty cool how he's always able to scry. And the Phoenix would just come back anyways. Really doing a great job at that. That is his 3rd Phoenix, though, so he will grab it this turn when he enters combat. Very nice. I believe this gentleman just beat me without any problem. It's pretty rare to get 3 Phoenixes to pop up like that. Obviously, we're so screwed right here. We will take a Phoenix. And there's not a damn thing we can do about it. Return it to his hand when it has haste does no good. Shoot. We should have done that order of operations a little differently, I feel like. I'd love a round 3 if we could both click play really, really quick. Maybe we'll get a third round together. It would be cool if I got the life from this, but that would still only bring me to 0. Well, I mean, I don't think too many people are on today. We've played the same gentleman twice. Drunken Carlos, this is a new fellow. A really, really good draw hand. All of our low-cost Planeswalkers with a removal and a search for Azcanta. I'm not sure we'd ever want to get rid of that. That land sucks. So it's going to be 3 slow turns. But we'll try our best. Land still sucks. Oh my goodness. Getting just eaten alive right here. Search for Azcanta, and then we can hopefully get 4 next turn and hero into a Tyrant Scorn and get that out of here. If he gives it lifelink. Nice. Excuse me. We will drop our Oath of Kaya into our Godless Shrine tapped. Drunken Carlos's go into a Swamp, into a Dawnbringer. That couldn't be any better. Absolutely brutal. We play our Teferi. Maybe we'll get a cool draw, right? Let's just try to start stalling out. Hit the lands, which we can play our hero now. If he goes in, we can send it back one more time. This is pretty good. I'm actually going to send it back during his turn. We'll get our +1 here. End our turn. Go to full control. At which point I will return it to his hand out of full control. Submit 1. I'm not positive if we need to do full control or not, but I'd hate to miss it. Coming in with our plus. I guess we'll come tapped. We will get our Narset out quickly. Grabbing cards, they're all land. Thank you for getting out of here. And we are attacking for 4 as 6. If we Strius strike on our Planeswalkers, he's going to take a damage as well. So 2 more damage. Really good stuff here. Going up another, and hopefully drawing a removal. I think this is our only option to continue. is to pop out our Teferi, keep counting tokens, keep the good Teferi -3, his Lyra back to his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paying 2 life. And I'm going to Bell Haunt him. Grab some life. Oh my goodness. He must have 2 of those. All attack. I'm not sure what's up with that. He does have 2. He couldn't play it anyways. That's that. Cool beans. If you liked today's deck, it was brought to you by MTG Top 8, which features all of the tournament decks. And congratulations to Ben on winning the latest standard tournament. I bet that was not easy, especially, well, not especially. Maybe it was a little easier with this deck. Turning out to be a little bit of a powerhouse. Just stunning your opponent into oblivion while collecting tokens and ranking up your Planeswalkers. If you liked today's video, definitely hit up a like, shoot me a comment, and even throw in a subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 in gems. So that's quite a bit. Get your name in there. We're still looking for, I think, 60 people for phase 2. There's the 4 phases. Check out the gem video. It was in a card in the beginning of this video, so maybe just jump to the very start, click on the card if you want to be lickety-split at it. And until next time, hello, good game. Bye-bye.